Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report from Zio Shabal, quoting sources familiar with the U.S. government and a CNN report, U.S. President Trump is reportedly seriously considering resuming large-scale military operations against Iran. This comes as negotiations between the two nations remain deadlocked. Internal sources indicate that Trump is growing increasingly impatient with Iran's approach to the talks, particularly the prolonged closure of the Strait of Hormuz and perceived internal divisions within Iran's leadership that he believes are hindering substantial concessions in nuclear negotiations. Trump has reportedly described Iran's latest responses as completely unacceptable and foolish, leading many within his administration to question Iran's willingness to engage in serious dialogue. The government is divided on the next steps, with some advocating for tougher measures, such as targeted strikes, to pressure Iran back to the negotiating table, while others urge a fair chance for diplomatic solutions. There are also concerns within the Trump administration regarding whether Pakistan is effectively conveying Trump's discontent to Iran during communication. According to the Liberty Times, Ukrainian authorities reported on Tuesday that Kyiv was attacked by drones today, following the expiration of a 3-day ceasefire agreement with Russia. Timur Tkakenko, head of the Kyiv military administration, informed residents via telegram that enemy drones were in the skies over Kyiv and urged them to seek safety until the alert was lifted. The Kyiv Regional Military Administration also advised residents to remain in shelters, stating that air defense systems might be activated. The ceasefire, announced by U.S. President Trump on May 8th, was in effect from May 9th to 11. Trump had expressed hope that the agreement would mark the beginning of the end of the conflict. However, both Ukraine and Russia had previously accused each other of violating the ceasefire by attacking civilians. NTD News reports the U.S. government on Monday announced new sanctions targeting 3 individuals and 9 companies, including 4 based in Hong Kong, 4 in the United Arab Emirates, and 1 in Oman. These entities are sanctioned for aiding Iran's shipment of oil to China, specifically benefiting Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC. The U.S. Treasury stated these designations aim to disrupt financial networks used by the IRGC to sell and ship Iranian oil via front companies. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent affirmed that the Trump administration would continue applying sanctions to deprive the Iranian government and military of funding for weapons, its nuclear program, and regional proxies. This action follows recent sanctions against individuals and companies facilitating Iranian purchases of weapons components for drones and ballistic missiles. The State Department also offered a reward of up to $15 million for information leading to the disruption of the IRGC's financial mechanisms. The timing precedes a planned meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping, where Iran and the Strait of Hormuz are expected to be key topics. NBC News reports that U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, deported 27 cruise ship workers, some from Disney Cruise Line, for their involvement with child pornography. The discovery was made last month during an ongoing child sexual exploitation material, CSEM, investigation, where CBP officers boarded 8 cruise ships between April 23 and 27. Of 28 crew members interviewed, 27 were found to be involved in the receipt, possession, transportation, distribution, or viewing of CSEM or child pornography. Their visas were subsequently canceled, and they were deported to their home countries, with 26 from the Philippines, 1 from Portugal, and 1 from Indonesia. CBP did not release their names or indicate if U.S. prosecution would occur. Both Disney Cruise Line and Holland America, which also had crew members involved, confirmed their full cooperation with law enforcement and stated that the individuals are no longer with their respective companies, emphasizing a zero-tolerance policy. According to People's Daily Online, China's new energy vehicle, NEV, exports reached 1.384 million units in the first 4 months of the year, marking a 1.2-fold increase year-on-year. This significant growth, as per data from the China Association of Automobile Manufacturers, GAME, underscores the escalating global popularity of Chinese NEVs, fueled by a rising demand for green transformation worldwide. Industry experts, including Kui Dongshu of the China Passenger Car Association, suggest that China's rapid NEV development offers global consumers more choices and accelerates technological improvements and cost reductions, fostering greater international cooperation. In April alone, NEV production and sales saw considerable increases, which Dindavao be 42% of total new car sales. Thai official Ausign Wirochacha praised Chinese brand cars for their features and smart technology, emphasizing the importance of regional cooperation for EV transition and emission reduction. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.